And we're live.
Awesome. Awesome.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Happy Monday.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. I don't know about this new location here.
I feel like you're going to recline at any moment.
I would like to if I could, but I'm not going to because I'm jammed up against a step and my bottom will not go out any farther. So.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was thinking like
Yes.
recline. It's basically a vacation week, right? Let's get you a beer in hand. It is 2:00. So for sure 5:00 somewhere.
I almost grabbed a beer. I really did, but I decided to stay with the water instead.
Okay. I'm having coffee.
That's awesome. You're also getting bombed by an aircraft, evidently.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it sounds like.
Yep. I'm on my back porch.
Oh, so happy Monday, everybody. We finally have people watching now.
Yay! Happy Monday. Welcome to the weekly drip. This is episode 18. Like, these numbers are getting big.
They are.
I dig it. Episode 18. So Chris and I hang out every Monday at 2:00 and we talk about everything going on around our town.
And even some stuff not around town, but that's okay.
Yeah. That's okay.
Mostly about Dripping Springs. The way to say it, we are community enthusiasts and we want to do everything that we can to, to not only get the word out among everybody that lives here about the things that are going on in Drip, but also I know that we've got a couple of people that watch from outside the area too. I didn't drop that on you. I was told that we've got people watching from out of state. So that's kind of cool. There's at least one family out of state that is watching. So there we go.
Well, welcome to the weekly drip. We are a nationwide broadcast.
That's right.
Maybe by week 20 we'll be international. I don't know what's going to happen.
Could be. Oh, you know what? I don't have our brand up there. If we're going to be international, we better be branded. Sorry. There we go. Now we're official. Now we are official. Anyway, we are, guys, being Thanksgiving week, we're going to keep this a little shorter than normal, hopefully. I personally have to hurry up and clean the house because my wife and I are giving company tonight, and the house has to be impeccable for Ashley and her husband.
Good company.
We are.
Y'all. It only took 18 weeks of a nationally syndicated show on Facebook Live, but here we are. We've made it.
We're doing our own version of the dinner club, and tonight we're eating some gumbo that has short ribs and shrimp and stuff like that. So my wife is slaving away in the kitchen. I feel terrible because I'm out here drinking water, sitting on the porch in 65-degree weather. It's amazing.
Well, I have my husband inside slaving over Cajun potato salad. So as you can see, I feel equally as guilty.
That's all right. Maybe we should do this like for an hour and a half so everything's done when we get off.
Nah, we wouldn't do that to our spouses. We wouldn't. Definitely looking forward to getting together. Whenever I tally up things that I'm grateful for, the Pesek family is definitely on my list. Chris and I met just a year ago. Well, I guess it's been almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years, yeah.
Yeah. And we met through Leadership Dripping Springs, which is a program put on by our local Chamber of Commerce. And it really does pull all the movers and shakers and leaders in the area together and forms really cool collabs and relationships just like this one. So thank goodness for Leadership Drip, because now you have the weekly drip.
Now you've got the weekly drip. That's it. I'm gonna, since we're trying to stay short, I'm gonna jump in real quick, and I will talk about my shirt. Which, can you read it? Because I don't know. I'm blind. I can't see. So yeah, Acapon, not a new brewery by any means. They've been around for a little while, but I just don't get to make it down there very much. Acapon started out with all English style beers, and now they've opened up their offerings a little bit. They've got some IPAs and stuff like that. But here's the thing about Acapon. If you're a true beer fan and you like beer that's not overly carbonated and overly cold, something that's kind of cellar temperature, they're the only place that I know around here that has what they call cask conditioned beers. And they're served warmer than a typical beer, so you can actually taste it. And they're not carbonated. They're carbonated naturally. So if that sounds like something that's up your alley, you got to go check out Acapon. They've got They've got sauced up pizza is on site, so you can get some wood fired pizza. But the pizza's good. We had it last week, but it was all about the 2 cask beers for me. They're homunculus and the gas pipes. Their beer's legit. So, and that's in downtown Drip. That's on Mercer Street, guys. So if you're there this weekend, what's going on Saturday? Actually, the Small Business Saturday put on by the chamber. But I always say the wrong word. What's it actually called?
Shop Small.
Shop Small Saturday. Gentlemen, you can follow your wife down there and carry her bags, and then buy her a beer when she's done shopping. That really kind of came off very poorly of me. I apologize. That was kind of a gentlemen go shopping with your wives situation. That wasn't good.
I'm not here to call you a good old boy, but
hey, I did say buy your wife a beer. I didn't say go drink beer while your wife shops. So it could have been worse.
We're on a fine line. We're threading the needle here.
We're threading the needle.
But I love the sentiment, and there's like over 20 businesses participating in Shop Small, and we'll drop a link in the comments so people can grab tickets and go check that out. You've said it before, Chris, on here. A huge chunk of business for small businesses done right now. The majority of their business is for the holiday season. Obviously, we're still in a pandemic. It hadn't gone away yet. So our small businesses need us now more than ever, in my opinion.
Or Denise, yes, they do. They need us very much. And our friend Denise says, or the men can shop while the wife grabs a beer. And
that's my girl.
That would probably be the way it happens with Erica and I. She would be like, I'm going to get a beer. You go buy Christmas presents. It would be all about, yes, ma'am.
So, fun information, not drip related, but I thought this an appropriate forum to release this news. Animaniacs has a remake on Hulu. So I read that today.
I was told, and I'm sad that I'm not a Hulu person.
Oh.
So that's the dilemma. Do I steal somebody's Hulu account information or do I go without? Notice I didn't say buy it because I ain't buying Hulu.
Got it.
I hear they keep going up. I don't know.
We're a Hulu family. We've been really happy with them.
Oh, okay, cool.
Local news, though. There's a new coffee roaster in town. Wild Rivers Coffee Company.
I hadn't heard of them yet.
Yeah, they are really, really new. And 2% of all sales go back to different organizations. The Backyard Hunters and Anglers, Ducks Unlimited, Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, Trout Unlimited. So they have a really interesting kind of conservation component. I've ordered my coffee, but I haven't received it yet. So that's not what's in my chip mug. But hopefully soon it will be, and I'll give my honest report. But roasted here in Dripping Springs and shipping nationwide, just
Very
like
cool.
Newly syndicated weekly show we do.
That's right. Very cool. I'm glad you knew that because I hadn't heard of them yet. Very interesting.
They're on their website is wildriverscoffeeco.com. So you can read more about them there. If you just Google them, you'll find a lot of different companies all over the U.S. that pop up. So wildriverscoffeeco.com. And then if you look them up on Instagram, Wild Rivers Coffee, they'll come right up.
Oh, look at that. I figured out how to actually drop that in the comments right away.
Woohoo!
Not only are we nationwide, but I'm learning technology. That's an amazing thing.
We're tech savvy.
Kind of staying on the Thanksgiving theme, I'm going to give another big shout out to some people that I had an opportunity to kind of thank some teachers with this week. Walnut Springs teachers and staff got a little bit of love this week because of, number one, Cakes Rock. Cakes Rock.
There you
Thank
go.
you. I always screw it up. Christy over there definitely helped us out with some amazing cakes. And from what I hear from the Walnut Springs teachers, they were truly delicious. And they actually, you can still order them, I believe, for Thanksgiving. So if are not cakes, pies. If you're looking for a couple of pies for Thanksgiving, run by Cakes Rock. They're over by one of my other local favorites, El Rey, on the west side of town over there. But the other two that helped me out were Shelly Carricker and Katie Dotson with Camp Gladiator, because you give people pie and then you exercise it off of them. So it's a match made in heaven.
It really is.
It really is. But it's, that's the cool thing though, when I contacted Christy about it, and even when I contact, or Shelly and I were talking, and I was like, hey, do you want to do this? And she didn't even blink. Yep, let's do it. Let's help the teachers out. Let's thank the teachers. And contacted Christy and said, hey, Christy, would you be willing to donate some, not the whole thing, but at least a portion of it? She's like, absolutely, anything for the teachers. That's kind of a cool thing about a small community, because I don't know that you're going to get that everywhere.
Yeah,
So,
I also saw that our Dripping Springs Education Foundation blessed all staff,
everybody.
all campuses, with a pie as well. And I just thought that was really, really thoughtful. I've chaired staff appreciation at Dripping Springs Elementary, and this year has been really, really different. Like, we do a lot on a very shoestring budget. So to see other businesses like yourself and our Ed Foundation like stepping up with like a little bit extra, that there's no way the school's budget could handle that load for the really nice things that are happening. And my gosh, I'm sure your wife understands this statement. I feel like this is the most earned break for teachers in like all of history.
Yes.
All of history.
Yes, it has been. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. And there's the Ed Foundation. They've got a group of businesses that give to help that out. I'm not going to go down all by name because I don't know them all by heart. But anyway, so yeah, it's definitely a lot of local businesses that are trying to love on the teachers and staffs of the school. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it definitely takes a village, and looking around in this little village that we live in has stepped up in really big ways. So put that down for things I'm grateful for.
There you go. It's that week.
It sure is.
Oh, so what else is on the docket this week for you?
So this week I have a kiddo at home, and we're just spending a lot of time together. No travel this year, so it's nice to not have the hustle and bustle of normal going on. We went camping over the weekend, and that was really fun. Still warm enough in Texas to get into the river.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm going to let you go ahead. It's 65 right now, and
it was not this cold.
No, I know. Saturday and Sunday were a lot nicer.
Yeah, it was a touch warmer. Did some fishing, and just hung out. We just went right down the road in Wimberley, so we weren't very far. Got to enjoy that. We talk about businesses that we're like eating or drinking at pretty frequently. And Chris and I didn't talk about this before, but I know I'm not going to catch him off guard. Hey, Chris, who's your favorite pest control guy in town?
Chet Miles.
Yes.
Miles Pest Control. Chet's amazing.
Yes. I just feel like there's some underground businesses that we don't love on enough, and like Chet is one of them.
I'll say this. I don't know that I've ever met a better dude. Just, salt of the earth, honest as the day is long. And he's the guy that if you call him, he comes and looks at your pest problem. If it's not a problem, if there's nothing to do, he's going to tell you. I mean, he's not going to treat just because you want something treated. For a lot of pest control, they're just going to come out and do whatever you want them to do. But, if you've got issues around the house that, could end up being bad for beneficial insects, you can tell him, hey, I don't want this treated because I've got, walking sticks and ladybugs and stuff over here. And he'll kind of work around all of that. And obviously those things move and can still get killed. But, he's good at what he does.
I totally agree. And again, Chris and I didn't talk about this beforehand, but I knew that Chris had things to say, as do I and my husband. He's just such a stand-up guy in our community. Yeah. And he's been here like since, I want to say, the 90s.
Well, he grew up in Austin. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like technically old dripping. So I like to, some old drip folk. He's one of them. That man knows a lot of history about our community, and pest control aside, every time I have a conversation with him, I learn something about Dripping Springs.
Yep.
He might be like one of the OG community enthusiasts.
Yeah, he probably is. But, when he started, I don't think they had the interwebs. So, he wasn't able to get that knowledge out amongst the kiddos.
Yeah. They had to put something in the paper.
That's right. That's right. The monthly drip.
Oh, my goodness.
Um, one of the other things that a lot of people don't know about Chet is how much he gives back to the community and the different church groups, and I mean, he's really big. One of his daughters works for Texas Parks and Wildlife, and he does kid hunts every year, and they've started actually doing uh, hunts for kids that are deaf. I was going to say blind. That would be difficult, but they're doing hunts for deaf kids now. They're doing hunts for disabled veterans and kind of therapeutic hunts and stuff like that. So I mean, whether it's a local club or a church or even a statewide club, man, Chet, he's constantly given his time. I don't know how his wife puts up with him, but he is constantly given his time. He's got a huge heart. So.
And I believe his wife works in nursing, so she's a regular hometown hero now.
Yes, she is.
She's earned that badge in 2020 if she hadn't already.
Without a doubt.
So I thought we should take some time while we're talking about folks that we're grateful for, and I just wanted to give a shout out to him because he's helped our family a handful of times, and you hit it on the head. If we didn't need something, a lot of my statements start with, well, just for peace of mind, I think I want blah, blah, blah. And he's like, honey, you don't need to do that. And I really appreciate that. Like, if you want good, solid dad advice in the pest control arena, Chet's your man for sure.
That's it. That is it.
I don't even know if that guy has a website. I'm not even sure.
I don't think he does, but if you need his information, you can text me or Ashley. I don't want to be looking down this whole time. Anyway, but I'll put it in the comments after. I'll put his phone number. So
that's perfect.
All right, we said 20 minutes, young lady, and we're coming up.
We did. So folks, chiming in, I've gotten some really fun feedback about this show, and it's doing everything that I wanted. One of the things I heard this week was it's kind of like eavesdropping on a brother and sister having a conversation. And I was like, that's exactly what it should be. So thank you guys so much for watching and listening in. The other bit of feedback I've gotten a couple of times is, I love every bit of it. However, I can't hang in there for 45 minutes. So Chris and I were talking just before we went live, and I said, hey, man, what if we go back to what we started originally with and let's cap it at 20 minutes. So that's what we're sticking to today. Joe, happy Thanksgiving to you.
Yeah, Joe, appreciate you, man. Missed you yesterday, by the way.
What was yesterday?
Well, 12 Fox released their Black is Beautiful beer, and my wife has been on me for probably the last month and a half because we were at 12 Fox one day, and I don't know if it was Joe or Aaron gave us a sample. And if you don't know, it is a coconut milk stout.
This is the beer you've been Facebooking about. I'm teasing about it. Official released.
It released on Friday, and yeah, Joe, it is yummy, man. And it's completely changed since the first one I had. Now it's different, but it's still incredible. So my wife found out that they released it this weekend because Joe didn't tell me. So she's like, yeah, we've got to go get one of those. So we rolled up there yesterday afternoon and got one, and then came home with 3 crowlers of it because it's so damn good. But it is that coconut. It's the perfect coconut milk stout or the coconut stout or whatever, because it's not too sweet and that coconut's just kind of an essence, but it finishes with that stout backbone. Oh my God, it's so good.
Awesome.
Awesome. There you go.
I feel like one of your life goals is to get on a brewery release like marketing schedule. Like, check A, B, C, and then D is don't forget to let Chris Pesek know. That's the final phase before release.
I am trying to get that. Hey, Acapon folks, yep, let me know if y'all are releasing something new. All the beers out here, because I will come and get the word out as long as I get a free pint. That's all I ask. Give me a free pint, I will get the word out. So
I love it. Well, man, I'm gonna go in and get to cooking. You want to sign us out?
I will sign us out. Joe's saying he'll be there Wednesday and Friday. Guys, 12 Fox is not open Thursday because it's Thanksgiving. But yeah, guys, again, Ashley Tullis and Chris Pesek. Ashley's with the Bond team at Keller Williams. If you've got any questions about Dripping Springs, reach out to us. If you want us to try something, tell us what it is. And if you need to do some real estate, well, that's cool too. We can probably help you.
Absolutely.
So that is it for this week, episode 18, and happy Thanksgiving.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving. See everybody next week.
All right, guys. Cheers. Say it. Say it.